Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Troy with DDM's Realm, and I've got another video here for you about the Winter Festival. If you haven't already, throw me a subscribe, become a patron, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Really appreciate all the support. So, another big part of the Winter Festival here is the profession with it. To get into that, go into your professions here. You'll see there's a Simaril Crafting profession, and you're going to actually use this for a couple different things in the Winter Festival here. First, you're going to want to go here and click on it and get a crafter here for you. If you haven't already, it takes 5 seconds, just like the beginning one with the rest of them. Important note with this is you can't get multiple crafters, so you can do one task, one Simaril light crafting task at a time. You will not be able to do multiple ones. So you'll get one guy, don't destroy him, don't get rid of him, and you can't buy more. So treat that one well, so they'll treat you well. A couple things you're going to do. You're going to want to level this up so you can get a better fishing pole, because if you have a better fishing pole, you can ultimately farm the loot in the Winter Festival a lot faster. So another part of that is you can actually use fishing to get these flakes of black lead, which helps you get the demon sled. You can get these lumens. You can craft the lumens, actually, and get some RP points. And once you get through all of this stuff and you're done, you have a legendary fishing pole and everything, you can even craft boxes of lumens, which will help give you RP. So even if you have everything that you want, it is definitely worth it to keep going, because you can get some RP points and make a little bit of money doing this as well. So to get started on leveling up, go down here. You'll see there's a Entertain Master of Lights rank up here. Just kind of like some of the other special craftings, there's not a task you can do to get XP every time. You have to collect a certain amount of things. Once you have those things, then you can send them off to level up. In this particular case, you're going to need 3 Degrace, which are the blue fish that come from fishing in here. You're going to need 3 Winter Kill emblems. Those come from completing the Monsters on Ice event. And you're going to need 3 Ring of Lights, which comes from completing the Twilight Run. To get started, you're going to have to do at least 3 of these. Well, actually 2, because if you get first place, you can actually get multiple of the emblems. You'll always get at least 1 when you complete the event. And like I talked about in the fishing one, it's really best to run through it one time to rank, and then you can go over to the fishing area and work on fishing, because the fishing is going to get you a bunch of this other stuff. So the fishing is going to get you light pods, which you see here. You're going to be able to pull up these sickly maramos and illuminated maramos, which you can turn in or craft with this for different parts of the components you'll need for the event. If you look, most of the events crafting things in here are really quick. So they only take a couple minutes, so you can actually just fish while you're doing them, or it's actually fairly cheap to go quickly, like finish them ahead of time. If you are looking for a little bit of extra money, notice that these fishing lures, if you have some extra stuff, you can build these fishing lures and sell those on the auction house, and you can make a little bit of extra money doing that as well. So complete the events, get all your components to level up, and then you'll level up. Once you level up, you'll be able to start making a better fishing pole. So you'll see the fishing pole starts with the gray one that you buy just at the docks. Once you get 9 of these motes of light, you can upgrade it. And you see that these motes of light come from getting light pods. So 4 light pods makes 2 of those motes of light. And then you can start upgrading that fishing pole. As you go through, you're going to want to keep your crafting going for this event. It only takes a couple of minutes, but you're going to have to repeat these a bunch of times. So you get these through fishing, you get them at the end of the fishing thing, as well as you will get soaked bags and that kind of stuff. In those bags, you'll have these light pods, which you'll be able to craft into the various level of motes or sparks of light to upgrade things. Moving on to rank 2, once you're able to get to rank 2, you'll see there's some fireworks. You get those from gifts, or you can actually make those through your things, but you'll get them through gifts if you're giving those out, and I hope you are, because it is well worth your time to do so. And then you'll see that you get up here to go from green to blue. You will have some light clusters that you will be creating, and at rank 2 you can start making these light clusters, as well as there's this light pod fishing expedition. This is a nice one to throw on when you are logging out for the night or heading off to work or something, because you can get a big chunk of these light pods, and that'll kind of give you a head start on your way to make them when you log back on for the next day. Because if you go ahead and do these longer ones, there's a few longer ones, and this is one of them, you'll get a ton of light pods. Then these light pods can be turned into motes. Then these motes can come over here and be turned into sparks. These are the sparks you're going to want to use to upgrade your fishing pole. So that fishing pole is going to go from gray all the way, and you can actually make it legendary if you want, which is right up here. You can just follow the progression. You'll have to make a ton of light motes, ton of sparks. So keep on that while you're doing these things. Then, once you kind of get up here, you're going to finish up and you're going to have a legendary fishing pole, which is really fast. Your fish aren't going to jump off nearly as much. Then you can start looking at making some mesmerizing lures if you want to start catching a lot more at a time. Hang them, you'll have a better quality every time, so you can turn them in for more stuff in the barrels. And then if you want to continue to go ahead and do the different events, and you don't need these emblems anymore, you can actually turn them in for sparks here, or save them up in groups of 3 to get your illuminated box, which gives you a chance for some nice lumens here, which then can convert directly into RP. So that's pretty much what the crafting is all about this. And this crafting, while you're in here, you're going to want to do it while you're doing other things, because almost all this stuff is really short and slow, or short, 2 to 5 minutes, so you can just keep hammering it out while you're in the event. This way you can get your fishing pole. Really, that's what you want to do, is get your fishing pole all the way up, so you can then farm all the stuff that comes from fishing quite easily. And it is better to farm fishing than to farm Monsters on Ice or Twilight Run. Again, do those if you want to have fun, if you're racing people and just having a good time with it. But if you're in here just trying to get things accomplished, then kick out that event, then go over to fishing. Kick out the next event, go over to fishing, and you will get to your end goal fastest that way. Anyway, thanks for watching. I wish you good luck in all of the loot. And until next time, play smarter, not harder.